Somebody was telling me they were looking for a video on Nessus, so that reminded me I haven't looked at the interface for a while. And old trusty dusty Nessus has changed quite a bit back in the day, and it was kind of interesting to do it. So let's start it up. Now, even though you're starting up your web browser, it puts a startup on your um, menu. But unless you're familiar with these guys, you don't know maybe that it's going to be in Tenable network security. So that's where it'll be. And it'll appear as a folder amongst your other programs. Okay, so what it does is it brings up a screen that you log into with a web client. And I don't know if you could see this, but this is actually occurring on port 8834 on the local host, just so you'll know. And then it lets you sign in. And it's a little confusing actually. You'd think you just have a big button where it says scan or something, you know, and that's all you would need to do. But with the way Nessus is in its current interface, it's actually a two-part process where you first set up a scan policy, and then you set up this scan schedule. So, and hopefully you'll be doing this when the phone's not ringing. Okay. So let's do a new one. Except remember, oh, see, I'm so important that Anonymous is trying to always get a hold of me. So that should give you an idea of where I stand in the hierarchy of hacking there. Anonymous is trying to call me. See, I told you I was good. Okay. I was tripping out on these policy wizards when I was looking at this, and this is a lot different than it used to be. I actually like this quite a bit. Now, when you sign up for it, you're going to have to get a license, and you can get a free license. So then you go next, but it's kind of neat. Leave everything default that you can. Uh, you can't put your username and password in here if you like. Actually, I did when I did mine because I did a network scan. And then save that. Okay, so I'm going to try to get rid of that one. And let me show you the one I ran, which I already ran. Which you have to open it. Right. So I was trying to open the policy. That's what it was, or the schedule. So I had to go back home and open the scan menu. Okay, so this is kind of fun, and this is all my network uh, IP addresses. What I like is it arranges it kind of in the order that it thinks is the severity. So like the final one, it lists 68s down here, and it just has less number and less criticality of its vulnerabilities and stuff. I actually really like that. You can click on the host and drill down a little bit, and it'll actually take you to the database where you can get more information on the different vulnerabilities should you decide uh, to mitigate them. Guess which 5.4 was? I was just curious when I ran this last night to find out which 5.4 was. And here's a hint. This was one of the big takeaways from the last Black Hat event in Las Vegas. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, it is a RAID server, which if you followed the proceedings over there, you'll know that RAIDs were pretty widely discussed. So, okay, hey, thanks for watching this, and I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Hey, I just noticed when I previewed that video that I didn't actually, I set up a new policy, but I didn't show you how to do the schedule part. So let's go ahead and go to Tenable Network Security, Nessus, the web client, which starts up in 8834. So luckily I deleted the other one. So let's go over to policies, new policy, or actually let's just modify this one. So go back to scans, and then we'll go to schedules. We need a new schedule. We'll call this test schedule. We could upload targets, but we're not. Localhost would be it. And we can go in here, right? And now that it appears on this schedule, we can just hit it and it'll run. It puts that arrow right there. If we go back to the scans page, once it scans, it'll appear here. So you have to hit it and then it'll appear here. But it's still in scheduling. Okay. And then as we showed you, once you get it as it's ran, it gives you this nice little interface. So anyway, hope that, sorry that I didn't explain that before.